Finding the right product to sell can be the kryptonite to your Amazon FBA dreams. But fear not. In this video, I'm going to share 3 powerful ways that personally helped me sell over $1 million last year. And before we dive in, remember that every method has its own pros and cons, so keep that in mind, and you might want to pay attention and ask yourself which of these 3 methods would work best for you. Let's get started. So if you want to get paid while literally shopping from home, you're going to love this. Online arbitrage is the most flexible and exciting way to find any products. So what exactly is online arbitrage? In simple terms, you're basically shopping from any online websites like Walmart or Target at a discounted price. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna resell those items on Amazon FBA for a profit. And this method actually makes up the majority of my business today. Now let's talk benefits. What is the biggest perk? You can do this literally anywhere in the world. All you need is a laptop or computer and a good internet connection. And I recently did this. I took a month off. I traveled through my home country in the Philippines. I went to Japan, Australia, and it was amazing because I was still able to work and have a thriving business at the same time. And if you haven't seen it, I did make a video going in detail. You can click on the top right here or somewhere in the bottom, so go ahead and check it out. Anyways, you're also not limited to local inventories as well. The whole online world is pretty much your playground. You can order from any websites. Now, the biggest question is, how do you exactly find products with online arbitrage? First, research is key. For me personally, I like to go to Rakuten.com, then I would go under hot deals right over here. Then you pretty much scroll through the hot deals here and figure out which store you want to start from, just because you can get them at a discount price already. So for example, here we have Nike.com, and as you can see, they do have 25% available right now for members. So that's a great way to take advantage of the sale going on. Go through Nike.com itself and see what products you can find to resell on Amazon.com. All right, guys, here's a fantastic example of Stanley, super popular products right now, and I was able to find it on Stanley.com. As you can see right here, the white one. Let's go ahead and add it to our cart. Go ahead and check out here, okay? And I was able to find a discount code that kind of allowed me to pretty much, get 50% in terms of this. So my buy cost right now, $22.50 after putting this coupon code, and I use Capital One shopping to get codes all the time, so recommend download it. So our buy cost is $22.50 from Stanley.com, and after putting that from our calculator here, Ace and Zen, it shows our profit. This is after all the fees, as you can see right here, and we're still making $30 profit, which is 72% ROI. Amazing. And as you can see right here, it sells over 1,000 units per month on just on this white color. So imagine all the other colors that Stanley is selling and stuff like that, and total revenue each month is $78,000. So you can see what's possible out there, and you can buy as many Stanleys as they allow you to. So once you found a good deal like that, you're gonna head and order it, get it shipped to your house, then you're gonna prep it to send to Amazon FBA. But guys, remember that every silver lining do have a cloud. The biggest challenge in terms of online arbitrage is it does take a lot of time doing research, and also the online market can be super competitive because everyone has access to it. But don't let that discourage you. As I mentioned, this makes up of majority of my business today, and it still works. And my tip to you is to definitely do test buys. You want to spread out your risk. You want to buy, 5 to 10 quantities, especially if you're a beginner. You still have to develop and practice your keen eye of finding these deals. Now let's shift gears to those people who love the excitement of finding a great deal, and you're pretty much getting paid to shop in person all the time. And if you're that person, retail arbitrage is perfect for you. So imagine going to a treasure hunt, but instead of gold, you're gonna be looking for deals. So think of going to, a Nike outlet, a Sephora, Macy's, and selling stuff online, and you make profit from what you originally had paid for. So why do people love this type of sourcing? And the simple answer is simply the thrill. You might know this feeling if you had gone thrifting before. And I remember stumbling upon these Nike shoes that were super discounted at like $30 when I had went to Dick's Sporting Goods. So when I grabbed my phone and used the Amazon seller app to scan, they were selling for $80. And after fees, shipping, and all this stuff, total profit came out to about $24, which is incredible. And I've had fill up my cart. I think I had about 30 pairs in total, so that roughly comes out to close to $700 off one product. And it just shows you the excitement and the feeling, because I came into that store not knowing what I'm gonna get, but walking out of it with that many products and that much profit in just one item was incredible. Plus, if you are in store, you actually get to physically touch the item You get to smell that brand new shoe. Can't beat a new car smell though. And just ensure you that the quality and the condition is perfect, because if you are doing online arbitrage, you are ordering stuff online, get it delivered to your house, and sometimes they just throw things at your boxes and they can get damaged. Now let's break down how you can succeed when doing retail arbitrage. And first thing first is you want to stay consistent. What I mean by that is you want to go into stores as often as possible and scan as many products as possible as well. You always want to target items that are on sale or having a discount, or even sometimes discontinued or seasonal items. I know that Bed Bath & Beyond recently closed, and then when I went in store a couple months ago, they had a lot of good deals because the store itself was closing. Also, you want to make sure you have your sales certificate. The reason for that is here, I live in Florida, our taxes here is 7%. So if I was to buy, $20,000 worth of product for the month, I'll be saving about, 1,400s total, because that me getting exempt with any taxes. So that's money going back to your inventory, or just money saved in general. And when you're scanning the products using the Amazon Seller scanning app, you want to find products that are ranked under 100,000 or below, just to ensure it sells fast. And from my experience, I actually started with retail arbitrage, but I was looking for used textbooks at the time, just because my capital wasn't as much. With used textbooks, you can buy it for $1, $2, or anything like that. So it was super cheap. So it kind of allowed me to practice looking for products, understanding the sales rank, and pretty much the process of how to ship products going to Amazon. And I actually made a video how to use the Amazon Seller scanning app properly. It's linked somewhere here or down below. Check that out as well. Then after selling used books, I naturally gravitated towards shoes and other items as well, and that's where I started to find my success. And the downside of retail arbitrage is that it can be really time consuming. So imagine, you have to drive somewhere to go to a place, fight through traffic, find parking, then you have to scan each item until you find a winning product. Then if you do get lucky and find those products, guess what? You have to bring that products at home, and that can take some work as well. As I mentioned, if you're a beginner, scan as many products, because that's how you're gonna find your niche or specialty. Because when you're starting, you're not gonna know anything, right? But once you start doing it, it's kind of like your practice, your repetition. And for me, I gravitate towards shoes, and for you, it could be groceries, it could be makeups, so on and so forth. And also try to be organized. When you're doing retail arbitrage, things can be messy. So try to put all your receipts in one folder or a box. And trust me, your future self is gonna thank you. And if you go to the same store, you might see the same employee, the same manager. Be cool with them, build relationships, bring them donuts, coffee. You never know what can lead to, Sometimes just those basic relationships can lead you to access to the back room or something, or stuff that they're incoming that might not be available to the public yet. So you never know. And lastly, if you are a dreamer ready to scale, this path might be for you. I'm talking about wholesale business. And wholesale business requires you contacting either distributors or brand manufacturers directly to make bulk orders with them. And this business model is perfect for those who's looking to expand more than just the arbitrage model and really to take the business to the next level. And the beauty of the wholesale is that you can scale so much bigger and faster, just because you can buy large quantities of items, usually at a better price. And what's nice about it is that you're gonna have more consistent in terms of your inventory and your business in general as well. Plus, if you're doing wholesale, it also opens the opportunity of forming, long relationships with different companies or suppliers, as you're gonna be doing some big orders with them from time to time. So the key to get started is obviously to find a good supplier. It's not as easy as it sounds. This can be done through different trade shows, industry contacts, or sometimes it might just take a little bit of researching online as well. Then after that, you're gonna wanna open as many accounts as possible, because that just allows you to have a good pipeline in terms of your leads or brands or manufacturers. Then you slowly funnel it down to find the good ones. And once you access to these accounts, you're automatically gonna get the product catalog, which you will go through manually one by one. Then you're gonna see which products that you can find to sell on Amazon. So then once you had found a bunch of products that you can sell on Amazon, now the art of negotiation comes in. So then you're gonna reach out back to your supplier, discussing about the pricing, what's the minimum order, who's gonna take care of the shipping, to your warehouse or to Amazon. So there's a lot of things going on in terms of that after you had done all the work from finding a good supplier. And at the moment, I've had my fair share of wholesale experiences, nothing crazy. I think it makes up about 10% of our business right now. And for me personally, I'd found a lot of my wholesale suppliers going through Google, and then I would email them or call them personally as well. And adding the wholesale aspects into my business was definitely a big step up because it requires a lot more cash up front. It was definitely a challenge that had pushed me to what I'm comfortable because, I was dealing with larger quantities, right? I had the thought of what if these items don't sell, but it helped me step up my game and in terms of growing the revenue significantly and just taking the business to the next level as well. And my tip to you from personal experience is to constantly find new suppliers, just because sometimes the price might not be as good as you had discussed before, but you might have one or two that you can really build a good relationship with, and those you want to keep in your pipeline, but continually feed through that and just make sure you have different suppliers and you want to slowly expand regarding your inventories. And just like, retail arbitrage, once you build that relationship, whether it's sending them a gift card or a pizza, this can really go far in terms of ordering with them in the future because, again, you might get certain deals that other sellers might not have. And with great scale in terms of wholesale also comes with great responsibility.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
As I mentioned, upfront capital, you're gonna wanna spend on a warehouse, also employees to help you out as well. And as you stand in this crossroad, you definitely wanna assess your lifestyle. Do you crave the flexibility working from home? The thrill of shopping in person, or you really want to blow it up and scale with the business? And consider how much time you have, capital and effort you're going to put into your Amazon business. Did you want to start as a side hustle, or is it something that you want to do it full time? And while my business majority does make up online arbitrage, I do also a little bit of retail arbitrage just to get out of the house, and some wholesale as well. And as you can see, there isn't a one size fit all. Really up to you depending on how you wanted to build your Amazon business. That's why I wanted to share these 3 different ways how to find products. I'm here to guide you every single step of the way, so don't forget to subscribe. Also join our community Discord, it's free. Come ask questions over there. And if you guys want to learn which business cards that I personally use and recommend for your Amazon FBA business, check this video out right here. Thank you so much. Au revoir.